This is case D 08392-854D. State your appearance for the record, ma'am.
Cynthia Balle.
And you, sir? All right. Have you both had an opportunity to review the child interview? Okay, ma'am, is there anything specifically in that interview that you want to call to the court's attention?
I do.
What's that?
I just had a few minutes, so I just jotted it down while I was waiting. One, I just like to say any discipline that I have imposed on the kids, the defendant has continuously and historically undermined over the phone with the kids.
Well, I'm going to give you a chance to talk about that later. But
Well,
right now, specifically, is there anything? Tell me a page number, a paragraph. If there's
Okay.
something in that report that you want to call to my
I
attention.
don't have a copy of it, so I don't know the page numbers. But the quote-unquote yelled at, if and when, is done is only after repeatedly and exhausting attempts, which is sometimes weeks of telling them to do something that
Okay.
it doesn't get done.
All right.
Another was Sebastian, who has a hard time in school right now. He does have a disability, which he was being treated for and on medication. The defendant refused to abide by the 30-30 rule and reimburse any expenses that insurance didn't cover for his therapy. He also told Sebastian that the doctors didn't know what they were talking about. He didn't need to be on medication.
All right.
They were quacks.
Okay,
so
that's
he's
not in
off
the
of
report
that.
either.
Okay, so with Sebastian saying we don't get along, well, yeah, we don't get along because he's in a lot of trouble right now. And he,
Okay.
you know.
Well, you know what? Don't worry about what's in the child
Okay.
report. Just
Okay.
tell
another
me,
thing,
say what it is you want to say.
I do. With the littlest one saying we don't do things together, I am continuously taking him to the park. I'm a co-leader in his Boy Scout troop, so we do that weekly. So I'm always with him. We do outings, camping trips, which we just did like 2 weeks ago. I volunteer in his classroom. And the kids said I'm gone all the time. The only time I'm gone, they're usually at school. Any other time would be if I had a night class last semester, I had to be there till 6 on Mondays and 5 on Wednesdays.
So why do you think the kids paint such a stark and contrasting picture here?
Well, I'm going to tell you the day of the interview, which was not the defendant's visitation day, I told him I'd pick them up after school, especially Sebastian, who cannot miss any more school, and bring them there by 3:30. He went to the school before I could get there and got them from the school after I said no. And he basically told them what to say. The little one, for the rest of the night, kept saying, oh, they're not going to listen to me anyway. I'm only 7. I'm like, what's wrong with you? What are you talking about? It continued over into the next day, and he said he forgot to say everything that his dad told him to say. But they're not going to listen to him anyway because he's only 7. So what was the reason he had to run over to the school and pick them up on a day that was not his day, on the day of this interview?
All right. Well, the good news is, ma'am, we're going to have an evidentiary hearing before I modify the custody. So you're going to get an opportunity to call and question your kids while they're on the stand and see what they were told by Dad and how they really feel. Okay, how's that sound?
Oh, that's fine, but
What's the current visitation schedule? When do you have the children?
right now, Your Honor, I'm living in a suitcase out of my car, and the kids are staying with him. I said temporarily he could take his vacation. He hasn't made an alimony payment.
How long has that been
It's
going
been,
on?
we had to be, no,
Since the 6th of
The
June,
12th.
I've had
Sir,
them.
you're going to get an opportunity, okay?
it's been, our lease was up the 12th of June. I couldn't enter into another lease because he has not been making his
Okay,
payments.
so for a while, though, the kids have been living with him.
3 weeks now.
All right,
And
3
I-
weeks.
Deem that as his vacation time because we each get 3 weeks. I'm waiting for my deposit on the last house we were in to pay for a new one. He still has not made an alimony payment. And I would just like to bring this up to the court right now. I found 12 jobs, which his 2 degrees qualify him for right now, and he's not out looking for work.
So, sir, how are you supporting yourself?
I have a business,
And what's that business?
Las Vegas Fat Loss Center.
Lot,
Business that I just opened a couple months ago. And I have residuals that are coming in sporadically from the previous business that I had.
and so when was the last time you made an alimony payment or a child support payment?
I made the child support payment in May, at the end on the 30th, and
How
I
much did you pay?
the $870 that you said to pay.
All right, and when was the last time you made an alimony payment?
I gave her $2,000 in May. I saw
February.
on my bank statements what's there, what I paid her, so.
And the district attorney's office gave me a schedule of arrears. He owes over $13,000 in back child support. As of now, $20,000 as of July for his alimony payment.
I got it.
And I can't find a job. I'm not qualified for anything. I haven't finished my degree. And he has 2.
All right. Well,
You said that if I could show you that he was willfully underemploying himself, or that he could make more as a chiropractor than he is at this center, that you would consider that. I found just on the U.S. Bureau of,
well, you understand that the Euros Bureau of Business and Statistics.
well, I did some investigative work and called some chiropractic places that are looking for work, and he could be making over $40,000 a year working for somebody else, which is way more
Which is
than
what I
the
said,
$2,000
$3,000.
that he's making. That's over $3,000 a month right there.
That's what I
Plus,
said
with his
before.
degree, he could teach. He could substitute for Clark County School District right away. He could teach in the college level. He also has a Bachelor of Science. I mean, I can't teach it, and that's what I'm going to school for.
Okay. All right.
He could find 1, 2, 3 jobs. I'm like reduced to Albertsons or fast food restaurants right now.
We're going to set the matter for an evidentiary hearing. Well, actually, I'm not going to set the matter for an evidentiary hearing. The kids are staying with him for right now. I don't know how long it's going to take you to get on your feet. If you want to file a motion to have him held in contempt for failing to pay the alimony and so forth, you can do that.
I did that when we were
I'm going to
here.
set the matter for a status check in 90 days.
All right, you also told him to self-report, which
Ma'am,
I don't think's been
In
done.
90 days, we're going to come back on a status check. I'm going to open discovery. You can request whatever documentation that you need from him or his employers or whatever else. And we'll see you back in 90 days.
All right, Your Honor, did you when we were here last time, you said you had not had a chance to read my opposition and my counter motion that I had submitted last time? And I did put a lot of the things that you were asking for were in that.
Okay. And we'll address all those things on October 1st at 2:30. All right, good luck, folks. We'll see you back here on October 1st.
Oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor, just one more thing before we leave. Mr. Taylor entered a order from the last time we were here, and he slid something in here that Your Honor never said. The court is not going, well, you said you aren't going to reduce his alimony, and will not entertain a motion for sanctions or contempt unless mom can provide proof that dad has the ability to pay and he refuses to pay. Your Honor never said that. It's not
Well-
even in the minutes.
I'm saying it now. I'm adopting that because that's my standard language.
Okay,
Okay?
so just submit the paperwork that you need for that.
For what? If you wanna, if your counter motion has a claim for the arrears
It does.
and contempt, then we're gonna continue that. We'll hear it on October 1st again.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Good luck.
So am I just to keep the kids with me?
Yep. But you're not relieved from the obligation to pay child support at this time, okay?
Have the kids and pay her
Yep.
double the amount, basically.
Now, can you clarify that?
For the kids to live with me and pay her for the
Yeah.
kids not living with her.
Yeah, until such time as I officially modify custody or something, that's the way it is. I mean, if you had consistently been paying the child support and the alimony and she wasn't homeless because of your failure to meet your obligations, I would certainly be treating you differently.
I
But-
did pay her the child support and alimony up until we went to court.
Right, and that's why she's now homeless and the kids have been living with you for 3 weeks. It's because you froze her out. Okay, I don't know if that's the
I didn't
listen.
actually.
I don't know if that's the actual case or not.
Okay.
But
all right,
that's
I
the
just-
result.
okay, all right.
And so that's what I'm saying. You still have an obligation. Okay, until I issue an official order modifying custody officially, then you're still under that obligation. Now I understand
I'll do it
it's a
again. Okay.
burden on you,
I understand. Okay.
but the obligation is still there. Okay, good luck, folks.
Now, if I get the place, when I get
And
the
yeah,
deposit,
the
then-
prior orders are all in full force and effect. See you in October.